The federal Liberals, they're really in a mess, and leader Susan Lee is facing the sack. Now, Andrew Hastie, the Liberal MP and former SAS captain, he has announced that his family has given permission for him to challenge Lee for the leadership, and Angus Taylor, the opposition's defence spokesman, today refused to rule out standing as well. But Lee says she's not going anywhere, and really, I do wonder what the reason for moving against her right now really is. Now, it's true, she sacked 3 Nationals from her front bench last week when they voted against Labor's new laws against hate group. And they were dumped because they had been part of the shadow cabinet that decided to back them, and you're supposed to stick together. Now, as I've said, I think she made a mistake there because now all the Nationals in the shadow cabinet have quit in protest at those sackings. So that's all a mess. But where is the evidence that Hastie or Taylor would have done one thing different to what Lee did? That they would have stopped what looks effectively like a split in the opposition. Now, of course, you could argue other things against Lee, that she lacks some authority, she lacks public support. But then again, while polls differ, some last week had her cutting Labor's lead. But of course, this infighting will now end that. It may be, maybe only a change of leadership will fix it. I don't know. Joining me is the panel, Michael Kroger, former Victorian Liberal Party president, and Michael Danby, former federal Labor politician and chairman of the Joint Standing Committee on Foreign Affairs, Defence and Trade. Michael, is there going to be, I should say that you're joining us from Israel, and I'm grateful to you for doing that. Is there going to be a leadership challenge? Some Liberals say no, or not yet?
Well, we don't know, Andrew. That's the obvious truth to the matter. But Susan won't be calling a leadership ballot, I don't think. Leaders who do that historically don't do well. She's the leader. She was elected not too many months ago, and if there's going to be a challenge, they'll have to bring it on. The problem is, of course, as we know, there are 2 potential challenges, and until they sort themselves out, nothing will happen, which is disappointing because the longer this goes, the worse it is for the party. We've got troubles with the National Party. They've got their own internal difficulties. So it's really a matter of, for Andrew Hastie and Angus Taylor to sort themselves out, either say they're running or not. You can't let this period of destabilisation keep going because it's immensely damaging to the party, and that's something that cannot continue, Andrew.
Now, Michael, it's Michael Danby. It seems that Michael Kroger is saying that Andrew Hastie and Angus Taylor have got to sort out amongst themselves who to take over, and take over they must. But there is no clear alternative, is there, to Susan Lee? You've got Andrew Hastie lacking experience, and you've got Angus Taylor, who was also the Liberal Treasurer, who in the 2022 election promised higher taxes than even Labor, which is going to put a target on his back. Which of those 3 do you think, Michael, Lee, Taylor and Hastie, would give Labor the most trouble?
Let's be blunt, Andrew. I think Angus Taylor's had a charisma bypass. I've never been impressed by him. I say similarly harsh things about Labor politicians. I'm not just singling out Liberals. But you and I are Democrats, Andrew. We're not members of the Liberal Party, and we would like there to be a strong opposition. I think Andrew Hastie is a very capable young man who is hated by the wokeists more than any of the other candidates. So that's ipso facto a good factor in his behalf. But I wish, like you, that he had more time to register with the Australian public. And I just hope for his sake and his young family's sake that he doesn't move too early. And if there is a challenge, even if he's successful, that could be a poison chalice.